garden will be open to view for the first time in decades. It's called Wrest Park in Bedfordshire, and it was designed nearly 300 years ago by some of the top designers of the age. But for the last half century, it's been closed up and overgrown. Now it is restored, and Sophie van Bruggen has been lucky enough to get inside for us this morning. And Sophie, it does look absolutely stunning.
It's stunning. The view you've got there is the 18th century Baroque pavilion designed by Thomas Archer, and this magnificent canal that just sweeps down. This has been almost perfectly restored. As you say, there's 300 years of agricultural history and gardening history here. It was actually in the de Grey family for over 700 years, from the Middle Ages right up until the 19th century. And very sadly, after that, it fell into slight disrepair, and unfortunately it didn't look as grand as it's looking today. But English Heritage took it on in 2006 and announced a plan of 20 years of trying to restore it to its former glory. Instrumental to this, John Watkins, what can I say? This looks absolutely stunning. You have been in charge of really making this happen. Tell us what you found when you first came across the project.
Well, the paths that we're standing on now have been completely lost under turf, and so we've spent the last 6 months revealing about 3 miles of paths, and this has provided the sort of the formal backbone to the gardens once more.
Now it's properly opening to the public because it was really hidden away, but there's so much historical significance here, isn't there?
That's right, and what we're going to be doing over the next 20 years is really revealing that history, and that's what's so exciting for us all.
And I mean, when you took upon the project upon yourself, did you sort of think, oh my goodness, how are we going to do this? You've got over 90 acres here, haven't you?
That's right, there's an awful lot to look at here and try to understand, but we've been researching it for about 7 years with archaeologists and garden historians and other historians, so there's been lots of people involved with the project, which is really critical.
And we're studying one of the original parts, and it's now restored to how it would have looked a couple of hundred years ago, isn't it?
That's right, that is correct, and we'll be further working on the woodland panels and getting the hedges in scale and proportion.
Lovely. Well, none of this would have been possible without the tireless efforts of a lot of the volunteer gardeners. I've got a couple of them who've been up since about 5 o'clock this morning. I've got Corin and Petra. You have been working non-stop to make this happen. Tell us what it's been like.
It's been an absolutely mammoth task. There's 90 acres of land to maintain here, and in its heyday there would have been about 50 gardeners doing that. And of course now we've got an amazing team of apprentices and garden volunteers taking over where they left off, and it's been absolutely brilliant, a really rewarding experience.
And Petra, have you been surprised? But this has really been hidden away. But I mean, looking at it now, it's just magnificent and such a stately home, really.
Yeah, and I think we've done it justice, and everyone that's been involved with it, volunteers, all the gardeners team that have been involved in the plants and planting and designing, and it just looks fantastic. And it's been so rewarding and great satisfaction in restoring it, and a great opportunity to be part of that as well.
Well, ladies, I shall let you get back to your raking here this morning. It really is a stunning scene. I just want to leave you with the Baroque pavilion there, the sun just coming down over it there. It's open to the public. Finally, it's got its massive opening this week where people can come and enjoy the fruits of everyone's labour here. As we said, it's part of a 20-year restoration project, and the fruits of the labour really are genuinely paying off. I just see the swans nesting over there. It's very tranquil and very relaxing here. I think I might go and sit down and read a Jane Austen or something. I think it's, or maybe dress up in a crinoline and a bonnet. What do you think?
What a beautiful place to spend the morning in. Very envious, Sophie. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Secret gardens, normally those are sort of tucked away, a tiny little place, but that is something spectacular. Still to come on breakfast this morning.
When I die...